Hey guys, this is the Great Luigi here. Welcome to Pokemon Emerald version to go through part, what's it? Blah, I can't remember. 65, there we go. Anyway, this is Shoal Cave, and I'm wondering if there's anything here, because this area looks suspicious. Alright, not much of a point of this, anyway, I guess. So yeah, this is Shoal Cave, and it has a lot of water. But it doesn't always, Anyway, here's an old guy. And he asks for shoal salt and shoal shells. And he will give you something good if you give him those ingredients. The way this cave works is every 6 hours, I believe, the tide changes. Right now it's high tide. High tide, is a lot smaller. When it's low tide, in high tide you can find, one of the shoal items, and then low tide you can find the other. Yeah, it changes every 6 hours, and during high tide, much less of the area is explorable, so it's a lot shorter. Again, this cave doesn't have an exit aside from, that one. Anyway, this is the, what's it? Shoal or one of the shoal items. Also, when I first went through Ruby, when I was like 9, when I went through this cave, I was wondering what the meaning was, and I couldn't reach it yet, so I didn't know it was a shoal item, because I was going for low tide, and I didn't know how to reach it. So I thought, since I had recently seen the 5th Pokemon movie, that these were soul dews, and if you got them, like, you could catch Latios and Latias or something. But nope, they're just shoal shells. Anyway, so that's one of either 4 or 5, I forget which. And random Pokemon cry in the background isn't odd at all. So that's 2. Again, the cave is pretty linear now and whatnot, but it does get more complex during low tide. Also, one thing to note, in both high tide and low tide, this is the only place where you can find Wild Spheal, which are pretty neat Pokemon. I've used them once or twice when playing through the home games. And yeah, I had to surf just to get out of there. And, oh wait, I forgot, I can probably still encounter wild Pokemon even when it's like this. Wait, hold on, let's see. If in Emerald, if the shoal shell looks like a... It looks nothing like, in the overworld. Come on. Granted, Ruby and Sapphire didn't have, images for the items, so there was that. And here's a rare candy, so you don't want to miss that. Alright, let's see, is there anything else? Okay, over here is another shoal shell. How many does that make? Let's see here. That makes 4. I believe that might be all of them, actually. Actually, before I do, go down there, I just want to circle around to make sure there's nothing else in this room. Okay, there's nothing else. Anyway, continuing on. Over here is a big pearl. Which, you know, you can sell and whatnot. And there is nothing over here. And that's basically it for Shoal Cave during high tide. Yeah, not much. And will he say anything now? Yeah, 4 of each. So yeah, I have enough of... So I have all the shoal shells. So yeah, again, the tide changes every 6 hours, I believe. So, jump cut! And with some editing magic, it is now low tide in Shoal Cave. And of course, as soon as I go in, the repel wears off. And now you'll notice that most of the water is pretty much gone. If not all. And this guy says the same thing as before. And this area, well, specifically Shoal Cave during low tide has much more stuff in it than during high tide. Just to note, this just leads to a ledge, so you can't do anything about that right now. So you just have to go up here. Nothing over here either. And it looks like the shoal shells are back also, which is kind of odd, but whatever. Oh, in case... Oh, by the way, here's proof that I didn't record this first, and I'm just putting this second. See? 4 shoal shells. Anyway, so you just go down here. And here is the first shoal salt. Or first piece of shoal salt, I don't know. And anyway, over here is an ice heel. Does it say anything else? Nah, not really. And repel wore off again. Hope I should have enough repels just to get through this cave. Making sure there are no hidden items. Alright then. Anyway, now we just cross this bridge and you can see some more shoal salt down there. And again, all of this area was just covered in water before. But now, it isn't. So you just want to go down here. And if you talk to this guy, he will give you a focus band. Which, on occasion, will prevent Moop from killing you. Unlike the focus sash introduced later on, this is not. This can happen anytime. Hold on, I'm just checking to see if I missed any shoal salt. Oh wait, okay, it was in an area I just barely missed then. Alright then, just going down here. So yeah, apparently the last piece of shoal salt was right over here. Did I just butcher that? I didn't mean to do that! Be right back. Alright, we're back in here. So yeah, I already talked to that guy, and being more careful this time. Here's a strength boulder. Doesn't lead to where any of the shoal salt is. We already have all 4 of them. But it does lead to an interesting little area. And it's definitely worth mentioning. Yep. Lots of ice. Reminiscent of the ice path in Gold, Silver, Crystal. Specifically how it looked in Crystal. Interesting to note. Similar to how, hold on, I'm just trying to think of the way to get it. Basically similar to how, this was the only... Similar to how up above was the only place to find Spheal, down here is the only place you can find Snowrunt in the game. So you just want to go up here, then back down for this. Any hidden items? Nah. And over here is a Nevermelt Ice, which basically boosts the power of Ice-type moves. So basically, if you want a Snowrunt, this is the only place in these games where you can find one. Alright, so let's see. How do we deal with this one? I'm guessing you go from down here. Thank you for interrupting me, random Zubat. Where do you go? Here we go. Oh wait, did I screw that up? I suppose I did. Give me a second. Here we go. And this is TM07, hail. And since the way back to the guy is right here, we are just using the strength boulder. No real reason to cut since, again, the shortcut out is right over here. Again, even during low tide, this place isn't that big. And again, like I mentioned before, there aren't any exits. The only exit is the way you came in. So now then, we will talk to this guy. And he will make a shell bell. Which basically, I think, if you deal damage to an opponent, 1/8 of the damage you cause will be recovered by you. Since I don't have anything else to give it, I'll just give that to Xatu. Wait, where is it? Oh, it's up here. There you go, Xatu. Hope you don't mind, since I literally don't have anything else to give you. And I guess I'll waste one more repel while I'm at it. Alright then, so that's it for Shoal Cave. Next time, we will enter the Moss Deep City Gym. I'll see you then.